bizarre death has occurred in Philadelphia. A man fell from a height and the impact caused severe deformation to the top of a van. Detectives quickly arrived at the scene and found the roof badly deformed, but there were no high-rise buildings in the vicinity. Only 2 stories at the highest that could have caused the fatal injuries and severe deformation. Detectives determined that this was not the first crime scene by the sloping ground and the flow of water, and hypothesized that the deceased fell from the building and struck the van, creating a tremendous impact, which, along with the flow of water on the ground, caused the van to slide to this location. In order to verify the speculation, detectives went to the building to investigate and found traces of broken glass. Meanwhile, several important people show up at the building, including an engineer with a head, a man in a suit with curly hair, an older woman looking around, a woman wearing luxury items, and Jake, the building security guard. The 5 take the same elevator, but it gets stuck on the 25th floor, drawing the attention of the security office. The repairman is immediately called to check out the situation. They then try to talk to the people in the elevator through the intercom device, but the security room can hear the crowd, but not the response from the elevator. As time passed, the 5 men became agitated in the confined space. On the other hand, the repairman did not find any abnormality after inspection and decided to cut the power to restart the elevator. When the elevator was plunged into darkness, Big Mama suddenly screamed. After the power is restored, the crowd sees Jake taking the opportunity to commit inappropriate behavior towards Big Mama. Everyone accuses Jake of inappropriate behavior. Jake hastily explained that he was claustrophobic and was groping because he was nervous. The crowd fell silent. Just then, the lights in the elevator started flashing again. The guards in the security room see a ghostly face flash by on the monitor. The elevator was plunged into darkness again, and this time it was the woman who started screaming. When the lights came back on, the crowd realized that she had a cut on her back and the atmosphere was instantly tense. Little did they know that this demonic game was just beginning. Jake notices blood on the man in the suit, who explains that the woman fell on him and touched him. The security room sees this and immediately calls the police. It just so happens that the detective is investigating the fall on the floor of the building. He came to the security room and calmed down the crowd before checking the visitor registration form and investigating the identities of the 5 people one by one. Just then, the lights in the elevator went out again and then lit up again. The man in the suit died with a piece of glass stuck in his neck. The killer is hiding in here and everyone is scared. The detective investigates and realizes that the man in the suit is a fraudster and many people have been scammed and choose to commit suicide. The detectives found a letter in the suit man's pocket in the surveillance. From the letter, they learned that the man in the suit was originally going up to the 35th floor, and the room he was going to just happened to be the place where the dead man fell at the beginning of the movie. Turns out to be another victim of his scam. The security guard in the security room starts to get jumpy. He thinks the devil did it all. The detective pulls out a note that says sorry on the back. He says that 5 years ago, his wife and child were killed in a car accident and the driver fled, leaving only a note. After 5 years, he's still at large and he hasn't believed in God or the devil since. In the elevator, an older woman and a Jake get into another argument. The older woman pulls out a bottle of mace, but realizes it's no longer working, while Jake snatches it up and finds it has a shelf life of over 20 years. The mechanic has been going around checking and repairing elevators, but always comes across something strange. When he goes to the rooftop to check it out, his head gets blown off by the wind, almost causing him to lose his footing and fall into the elevator shaft. When he goes to the top of the elevator to manually restart the elevator, a screw comes out causing him to fall to his death. The situation got so bad that the detective had to call firefighters to come and tear down the wall to save him. On the other hand, by playing back the lobby security footage, the detective realizes that the older woman is actually a thief. The elevator lights go out again, and when they come back on, an older woman has been hanged by wires, and everyone is dumbfounded. The detective immediately orders a lockdown of the building, and the 3 remaining people in the elevator begin to second-guess each other. The engineer suspects Jake did it, but Jake and the woman have aligned themselves, and they agree that they suspect the engineer did it. So the woman tells the stronger Jake to kill the engineer, but is eventually stopped by the detective. That's when new clues emerge that the woman is no slouch either. She has blackmailed married men 3 times and is now married to a wealthy family. Jake was an employee of the woman's husband at the company. The detective guesses that the woman may have been caught by her husband in a fraudulent marriage. Now that he's dispatched Jake to kill the woman, her next victim is likely to be her. The demon in the elevator brings darkness once again, but when the darkness fades, the most suspicious Jake's neck is surprisingly twisted 180 degrees. The engineer and the woman look at each other and simultaneously utter, "So it's you." The lights go out again, and this time the woman collapses in a dying heap. The engineer, bewildered, rushes to the woman's aid. Just then, the already dead Big Mother slowly stands up. Big Mother has been possessed by a demon. She says to the engineer,
"Are you ready for your turn, Anthony?"
The dying engineer began to confess. It turned out that the engineer had accidentally run over a mother and her son 5 years ago, and he had run away instead of saving them. After hearing his confession, the demon spared him. Suddenly, the whole building loses power, and the demon disappears into the darkness. At the end of the movie, on the way back to the police station, the detective tells the engineer, "Back then, it was my wife and son you ran over and killed, and I've been waiting for this day for 5 years. I had fantasized about what I would say or do to you when I met you, but now I forgive you." In fact, the main idea of this movie is to convey to us that if the devil exists, then God must also exist. Well, that's all for today's story.